Hey everyone, this is OKCoyote, and welcome back to my December Magic the Gathering Pack-A-Day Challenge for December the 31st. We are here, this is it, the final day of the Pack-A-Day Challenge. In case you have no idea what I'm doing, I'm opening a pack of Magic the Gathering every day in December. 31 days, 31, all different packs. And we are here at the last episode, the final one. If you are just joining me, you can find all my videos on my YouTube channel. You can see all 30 of them prior to this point. But we are finally here at the last episode at the end of the year, and we are saving the best for last. Today's pack is a Dungeons & Dragons Adventures of the Forgotten Realms Collector Booster. So, what's a Collector Booster? I'm glad you asked. Collector boosters are not meant to be drafted. They are unlike the draft booster. These are boosters that are just fun to open and full of value. They're also very expensive. They're full of special cards, multiple foils, multiple rares, alternate art or full art, special foil treatments, that kind of thing. Every expansion, or at least for the last couple of years, they've been doing this. Every expansion has these collector boosters where they just have new special art styles and new ways of tricking out their cards. So opening one of these is a fun experience, and one that's very rare for me because I don't generally spend a lot of money on Magic cards, so I don't usually shell out for something like a collector booster. So but this is one of my favorite sets, and it is the last day of the Pack-A-Day Challenge, so I wanted to celebrate with something that I was going to have a lot of fun opening. So I hope you will have fun watching me open it. Let's get into it. Not going to make any suggestions. I'll still talk about the cards, but this is not a pack that's meant to be drafted, so I'm probably not going to tell you which card I would draft first, because it's just not what we're doing here. It's not what this is about. This is just about enjoying the art of this set and enjoying having a little fun. We're starting off with a foil, because, again, most of these are going to be foil. This is a foil Fates Reversal. It's a foil common. 1 and a black for a sorcery. Return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Venture into the dungeon. I like this card. This is surprisingly good. You're almost always going to have something in your graveyard that you want to return to your hand. The neat thing about it is it says return up to 1 target creature, so you can play this without a target. If you really need to just get a venture into the dungeon trigger and don't have anything to bring back, this will do it for you. So yeah, it's surprisingly good. Next we have another foil common, a Hoarding Ogre. This is 3 and a red for a 3/3 Ogre. Whenever Hoarding Ogre attacks, roll a d20. On a roll of 1 to 9, create a treasure token. 10 to 19, create 2 treasure tokens. And if you get a 20, create 3 treasure tokens. Cool. 3/3 for 4. If it gets you treasure tokens, then it starts to pay for itself. Get you some of that mana back. Not bad. Not bad. Herald of Hadar is another foil common here. It's 4 and a black for a 4/4 human warlock with an ability called Circle of Death, which I believe is a spell. For 5 and a black, roll a d20. We call this a mana sink, guys. On a 1 to 9, each opponent loses 2 life. On a 10 to 19, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. On a 20, each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life and create 2 treasure tokens. So this card, if you're not careful, if it's left unchecked, this will win you games. Because it's going to just sit there and drain your opponent over and over if they can't figure out how to deal with this. So it's actually a really good card. Charmed Sleep. Foil common, 1 blue blue. For an enchantment aura, enchant creature. When Charmed Sleep enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. This is how blue does removal, by tapping and freezing something so that they never wake up. And it's a really good card. Next up, we have a foil uncommon. You happen on a glade. It's 2 and a green. For an instant, choose one. Journey on. Search your library for up to 2 basic land cards, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle. Or make camp. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Neither of these abilities are fantastic, but they're both pretty good, so you put them together on an instant, and yeah, it's a pretty playable instant. Another foil common here, the Keen-Eared Sentry. This is 1 and a white for a 2/1 human soldier. I don't know how these, by the way, I don't know how well these foils are showing up on camera, so I'm kind of turning them a little. You might not be able to see the art or the text real well. I can't really tell, but at least I think you're getting the shine of the foil at least. And you know what? I'm reading the cards anyway. Anyway, 1 and a white, 2/1 human soldier. You have hexproof. Okay. Each opponent can't venture into the dungeon more than once each turn. So, this is the anti-venture card. Okay. I think this is sort of put in as a safety valve in case venturing into the dungeon got to be too powerful. But I don't think it is, and so this card doesn't get played a lot, and it's just not that great. We have a basic land, a foil island, a very pretty looking foil island with flavor text. Yep. Because as we discussed in the D&D episode, the islands, the basic lands have flavor text on them. In this set, they have little adventure hooks, which are pretty cool. We have a foil rare next. It's Volo, Guide to Monsters. Volo is 2 green blue for a 3/2 legendary creature human wizard. Whenever you cast a creature spell that doesn't share a creature type with a creature you control or a creature card in your graveyard, copy that spell. A copy of a creature spell becomes a token. This is actually really cool. I could draft this pretty highly and find a bunch of cards that would go with it well, but this is better. You definitely want to run this in Commander and just have all kinds of different creatures that don't match creature types. Just kind of like your own, what's the word I'm looking for? A zoo? Not a zoo. Menagerie. That's the word. Just this menagerie of creatures, because yeah, with this guy in play, basically every creature you play gets copied. You get 2 of them if you don't have that creature type already in play or in your graveyard. So weird, wacky, but fun to build around. All right, this one is not a foil, but it is sort of a full art version, or extended art, borderless art, something like that. Extended art. Wand of Orcus. It is a rare, yes. 2 and a black for a legendary artifact equipment. Whenever equipped creature attacks or blocks, it and zombies you control gain death touch until end of turn. Whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. It equips for 3. Really cool. I love the flavor on this. I don't know how powerful it is, but this is a lot of fun in a zombie deck. Probably not great to draft, but we're not drafting. We're having fun with this collector booster. We have another black equipment card with fancy extended art here. The Vorpal Sword. It's another rare. It's a black mana. Oh, you know what I just realized? Sorry, let's back up a little. This Wand of Orcus does not say AFR, does not have the same expansion letters. It has AFC. I believe this card cannot be found in Dungeons & Dragons or Forgotten Realms booster packs, in normal ones, in draft packs. I think this is only found in one of the commander decks that was built for this set. It has some unique cards in there, so I think that's what that is. So, okay, sorry, little aside there. Moving on, we have the Vorpal Sword. It's a black mana, artifact equipment. It's a rare. Equipped creature gets +2/+0 and has Death Touch. It equips for 2 black, and for 5 black. Until end of turn, Vorpal Sword gains whenever equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. Cool. I like alternate win conditions. Pretty impressive for something that's 1 mana and equips for 2, but if you can get to 8 mana, this becomes really dangerous. Yep. Bet it's fun. We have a common sketch art card. It's the Goblin Javelineer. It's a red mana for a 1/1 Goblin Warrior with haste. Whenever Goblin Javelineer becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage to target creature blocking it. That's pretty cool because it kills 2/2s. I say sketch art. I don't know what the actual term for these are, but it is sort of, the art is sort of like a sketch. It's not the finished art. It's not the regular artwork that is on the card in the main booster packs. Although I think you can also find these in booster packs. But yeah, these are designed to look like entries in the Monster Manual, which, you know, the old school Monster Manual had a lot of sketches of drawings instead of actual artwork. Next up is another sketch art common, Rhyme Shield Frost Giant. 3 blue for a 4/5 giant warrior with Ward 3. Does not tell you on here what Ward 3 means, but what it means is every time this card is targeted by a spell or ability, I think only your opponent's spell or ability, but I could be wrong. Whenever it's targeted with a spell or ability, it's countered unless they pay an extra 3 mana. So, pretty cool. 4/5 for 5, not particularly strong, but that ward ability does mean it's going to kick around a little longer than normal. We've got another rare here. We get a lot of rares in these collector boosters, which is really cool. This one is Dungeon Descent, and this is a land. A weird type of alternate image. The alternate image lands are sort of designed to look like dungeon modules. So this is like an old school dungeon module. You see it says it's an adventure for character levels 11 to 16, which is really neat. But no, it's just a land. There is a regular version of this, and it's a rare land. It enters the battlefield tapped. It taps for colorless mana. You can pay 4, tap, and tap an untapped legendary creature you control to venture into the dungeon. Activate only as a sorcery. Gotta have a legendary in play, and it's a sorcery speed. Not fantastic, but it is a form of repeatable dungeon delving, which it's pretty neat. Next up, we have a foil common sketch art, and it is a Gnoll Hunter. 1 and a green for a 2/2 Gnoll with Pack Tactics. Whenever Gnoll Hunter attacks, if you attacked with creatures with total power 6 or greater this combat, put a +1/+1 counter on Gnoll Hunter. It's pretty decent. You know, not too strong on its own, but it's pretty easy to get a bunch of creatures out early, and this becomes pretty strong. Before I get to my last card, we have gone through a few rares. I have one more. Before I get there, let's look at the rest of the pack. There's one other card here. It is a foil version of a dungeon card. This is the Tomb of Annihilation. We've talked a little bit about dungeons and how they work. The Tomb of Annihilation is the easiest dungeon to complete. It has just 4 rooms, or possibly 3 rooms, depending on how you do it. It's the easiest to complete, but it's the most dangerous. Has a lot of negative drawbacks to it, but it has a really cool effect at the end. The last ability is that you get to create the Atropal, a legendary 4/4 Black God Horror creature token with Death Touch. This card is double-sided. On the other side is the Atropal. So there it is. This is what you get. And this is foil too, which is neat. It's a double-sided foil token card. Really cool. All right, let's get to our last card in the pack. It is a foil, it is a rare, it is an extended art, it is the Wizard's Spellbook. 5 blue artifact. Tap and exile target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard. Roll a d20. Activate only as a sorcery. 1 to 9, copy that card. You may cast the copy. 10 to 19, copy that card. You may cast the copy by paying 1 rather than paying its mana cost. 20, copy each card exiled with Wizard's Spellbook. You may cast any number of the copies without paying their mana costs. This is a card that's expensive, so probably won't get used a lot, but it's a card I could see myself having a lot of fun with, and I bet it's really fun in a Commander game. Not going to be fantastic in a draft, but, you know, hey, I like free spells. I like copies of spells. Yeah, this just screams build around me. I would have a lot of fun with a card like this. Anyway, that's going to do it for this pack. This was the Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in the Forgotten Realms Collector Booster. I had a lot of fun opening this pack. I hope that you enjoyed watching me open this pack. If you like this video, you can like this video. You can also subscribe to my channel and follow me on Twitter over at OKCoyote. This is it. It is the final Pack-A-Day challenge for December, but that does not mean I'm not going to make any more videos. I am planning on, I will probably keep doing some pack opening videos as we head into the new year. They will not be every day, but we will keep doing them. I've got plenty of Magic packs I can open. I've got, I also play the Star Trek card game, so we'll have a lot of Star Trek packs I can open, and maybe even a few other things, you know, see what I can come up with. There's plenty of things I can open, kicking around the office, so to speak. So, yeah, we'll keep doing this. If you like it, you know, let me know. If you enjoyed this, I will make more. So there you go. Anyway, thanks so much. I hope you enjoyed this series. I had fun with this series, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.